Hi guys, welcome to my January setup for 2020. I'm starting with my title page and I wanted to keep going with the minimalistic style that I used for my yearly pages. So I'm just using a few different black pens for my lettering and simple decoration throughout the monthly pages. These pens that I'm using will be linked in the description below. These two pages after the title page I'm going to stick together with just a plain old glue stick, so the first page of the month is thicker than the rest and easier to find, and it just stands out a little more than the rest of them. So this first page is going to be my month at a glance, and I'm keeping it simple with a list format. Last year I tried to use the typical calendar layout that you see a lot of, but I found that I didn't really like cramming my writing into a little box, so I'm using a line for each day of the month instead. The next page is a little monthly overview, and I've split it up into 3 sections. Focus, for a space to write a word or phrase that I want to center my month around. Goals, for a space to write some of my monthly goals obviously. And memories. And the memories part I've left a little bit bigger than the other two to make sure I've got enough space to write or doodle or do whatever I want in really. If you saw my 2020 setup, then you'll know that I've got a space at the beginning of my journal to stick in a picture from each month, highlighting one of my favourite parts. But I wanted to add in a little extra space, something smaller, for the little memories that I liked throughout the month. Up next is my habit tracker, and with the title I'm just adding a very simple drop shadow to add a little bit of interest to the page, and because I like the way it looks. I like using a habit tracker in a table form like this because I like to see how my habits relate to each other, and if completing one makes it more or less likely that I'll complete the others. I also incorporate a very simple mood tracker into this table too, just to see if my mood seems to follow a pattern depending on my wellness habits. On the page to the right of this, I'm writing at the top, "Today I positively affected the world." Please excuse the janky looking writing, I was trying to do it without using a pencil first, but it kind of just came out a bit wonky. Anyway, this is a spread I've been doing in my bullet journal, pretty much from the beginning. I'm somebody that struggles with low mood and anxiety, and sometimes I find it pretty hard to not let it get the better of me. So having something like this to fill out means that on the days where I'm thinking to myself, what's the point, I can look back at these lists and think, yeah, maybe I do make the world a better place. The things I write on here can be as small or as big as I want them to be, but I just make sure that I write, even on my worst days, something for each. And with that, we're on to the first weekly page. Now, because the first was on a Wednesday, my days can be a bit more spread out than usual, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, it just means I've got more space to write. So I started out by putting a small calendar in the top left corner, and then wrote out each day of the week. In the section left over, I split it into 2, one part for notes and one part for a quote. In the notes section, I also added a little weekly tracker with a space to write how much water I had each day, how long I spent studying each day, and how much I spent each day. I find that if I physically write the amount that I spend every day, it makes me more conscious of when I am spending money, and helps me not go a bit crazy with my debit card, which I can tend to do sometimes. Okay, so that's it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Bye!